sure to get a notification up on Discord. Anytime, sweetheart. No, still nothing. Come on. There it is. There it is. There it is. There. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I can hear you. Cool. I can hear me. I can hear you. Okay. Simon's in the chat. Hello, Simon. Could probably get Simon in as well with us. Okay, got that. Look at all these cars. You alright? Okay. What's up, cats? Mikey D Max. Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Good evening, Simon. Good evening, good evening. Just checking volumes here, making sure everything is okay. Good evening, Simon. Good evening, good evening. Just checking volumes here, making sure everything is okay. I'm going to turn my computer off. Computer says no. There we go. What are you doing? Stupid thing. Your videos. 5. There. Okay, I can turn that game sound down. Flash, are you there?
I'm here. Sorry, I was writing it.
No problem. No problem. No problem. I didn't hear you for a while. I was wondering what was going on.
I'm just almost done.
Cool. Okay, we are in 1080p. We are streaming good. I'm only streaming from the PlayStation. I haven't set up like the decks or anything like that because we can't do a party chat, while streaming to the laptop. It's you have to buy some other thing or something. I don't know what it was, so I haven't done that yet. I was looking at possibly a way of doing it through Discord, but we'll see how we go for another stream. Yeah.
Chatting.
Us two chatting and then putting that over the game stream, as it were, and also having the game sound in.
I think you can do Discord chat. See, with Streamlabs, you can't actually. With Streamlabs, the way the audio is set up, you can't actually do party chat from the PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
So you need to use Discord. You need to integrate it as like an application through Streamlabs.
Yeah. But there's a way now of that Discord chats are on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I've seen that because
so if we were to start a Discord chat on the PlayStation, chat through there, and then also include another version of it on the laptop and the Discord chat, and then it'll pick up all three of us, as it were. Do you know what I mean?
Couldn't Simon just join this chat as well?
Simon could, but that's not even what I was thinking about. I was just thinking about in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Simon could join this for sure. Simon could join us. Yeah, I don't know where he's gone. I don't know if he's still there or not.
Hello, Simon. Hello, Mudgelina.
Mudgelina, DTR baby. Where's Mudgelina? Mudgelina on the track. There's Mudgelina. He's in the pits. There's Deck has just joined us. Evening.
Evening, Deck.
Mudgelina. There's Peter FM78 has just joined us.
Getting this text up to get on the notes.
Anything you need to ask, shoot away.
No, it's grand. No worries, Simon. I think it was just more of an open invite.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we are a full lobby.
Happy to have you in here as well.
Thank you very much to FLASHDAGGER for dropping in and helping us and supporting us. with our stream this evening. Thank you very much, Flash.
No worries, mate. No worries, anytime. Diaco, hello. How's it going?
Diaco! How we doing, mate? Okay, we're at 45. Qualifying is going to begin. Will begin. Type, Richie. What is going on? B-E-G-I-N. Oh my God. Moomin will tell all the directions. Evening, Doug. Good luck, everyone. Sorry, I'm just typing here, Doug. Cool. It's looking very hazy in that. I don't want to jinx it. Oh, Jack's not in. Jack's not in. That was close. Hey, Robin, how are we doing? That's Robotech. Movement saying 2 minutes. 2 minutes. No worries. No worries.
Yes, we got Robin. Good to see you. Falconer.
Evening, Falconer. So
here, just watching the chat.
yeah. So Robin is DTR Rosberg P7 currently. The Dutch.
Yep.
Our Dutch contingent. Contingent? No, that's how you say it.
Part of the Iron Hamsters.
He is indeed.
Mugalina and Ian Cars.
And there's Ian now in chat. Hey Ian, evening mate.
Yes, Ian, how's it going, mate?
And Mikey. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Radical Series 2, Race 1. With DTR, sponsored by ROBIO.AI. Having the man FLASHDAGGER in with us this evening. Super excited. Super excited.
It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
We go back out on track while Moomin's waiting. Evening, Deck.
The Pro-Am, then the Pro, and then the team captain for the qualifying order. Is that right?
It is indeed. It is indeed. Qualifying here, what? If it doesn't rain, we use mediums. You use mediums and softs. Qualifying will be Pro-Am out first, then 1 out lap and 2 flying laps, and then Pro, and then the elites. Yes.
Hope you've all bought your wet tires and intermediates.
Yeah. In the practice lobby, it did rain. It rained quite significantly. Yeah, we got Mikey out of retirement, Doug. We got Mikey out of retirement in to substitute. Where is Mikey? D-Max, Wes, Yari, Moomin, Tron, Falconer, Deck. Mikey is in the pits. Yeah, but if it rains, we do have to use inters, softs, and mediums. I don't actually know, Deck. I don't know. That's a very interesting point. Because there is a mandatory tire, but if it rains, then what? Interesting. I don't know what's going to happen with that, Deck. I don't know. Ololonatron, that's Jimmy. Evening, Jimmy. Where's Jimmy? Is Jimmy on track?
Hey, Jimmy.
That's Tron, DTR Tron right there. Rain is funny with this car. I had some fun last time. I was drifting like crazy. Yeah, but drifting isn't the fastest way, Robin. Drifting is not the fastest way. Evening, Yari. Yari on Team A-Team in with Daiko. Where's Daiko's livery?
The Mugalina is saying no mandatory if it rains. So you can devise your strategy around that, I guess?
Yeah, I guess. That actually never came up in a conversation.
Generally for rain races, they only do one tire, and then that's if you know if it's going to rain.
But if the lobby is set as there is a mandatory tire, what's the lobby set at? So the lobby is set at edit event settings. Tire wear. Required tire change. None. Okay. There's no required tire. Okay, so there is no required tire. So it's on the honesty system, I guess, that you have to use both. Evening, Nick. So you have to use both mediums and softs. But if it rains, then that's out the window. But there is no required tire. So there you go. There's the answer. There's our answer. Evening, Wes. How we doing, mate? Good luck. Good luck. Well, Lonatron, my grandma always used to say drifting is a glorified circus skill. Muchelina, same as in F1. Deck, yeah, okay. Falconer, Muchelina. Happy days. Doug is putting this on the big TV. Moomin is saying over to you, Rich. I know.
Fully promoted to the big TV. I have this on the big TV as well.
We're getting there, Flash. We're getting there. Up and up and up and up. Okay, boys, here we go. Quali. Why can I not type? Click. So what are we at? 51. We're 6 minutes back already. Boom, boom, boom. This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Okay, for those watching, I think the order here, so there's 3 per team, 5 teams in 3 tiers of skill levels. So the lower tier are the Pro-Ams as they're known, which will be Gacko, FM78 cars, which is Ian, DTR, D-Max, and Falconer will be the first out to do their qualifying. That'll be followed by Tron, M3 guy, Mugalina, Shocky, and Moomin, and finally it will be the pros who are Jerry, Boots, and Cats. Rodsworg, which is Robin, Goldman, and Deck. So it'll be interesting to see the times from the 3 tiers of drivers, and then how that will correspond into the race pace and the grid order. I'm looking forward to that. If any of the Pro-Ams can get themselves up the grid to cause maybe a little bit of chaos later on in the race, or some interesting tire strategies as well could be deployed amongst the teams.
That's exactly it. With the tires are going to be a big deal. Whether people start on softs, if they go to the mediums, like you were saying again with the qualifying, will somebody from the Pro-Am sneak up the grid and get in between the pros? So we'll see what goes on. Mujalina is asking, am I pro or Pro-Am now? You are pro, because you're not out. D-Max, Ian, Falconer, Peter, and Dyka are out now, Mujalina. The race is 40 minutes, Doug. 40 minutes. 4-0. Approximately 26 laps is what they were doing in the practice sessions. 26. So we're on board there with Peter. Shoot up to Peter right there. I'm maxing out my throttle in the pit lane. Bye-bye fuel. Falconer, so we'll put all the details up here.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see the speed that he carries through this chicane.
Oh, that's not the right line.
Down to about 38 miles an hour there, I think. It'll be interesting just to watch the Pro-Am, especially in Sector 1. Sector 1 is, I find it incredibly challenging in this track because of being either consecutive or connecting corners that are sequential. So there'll be a big disparity. So we'll see, I guess, Falconer in this drying lap. We'll see what Sector 1 time is versus the likes of the Deck, the top level driver in his own right.
Deck won his World Series race earlier. He was in split 2, but he won it by like 9 seconds or something. Yeah. And this is the short variation of Nürburgring, so we don't have the big long extension down to the far end. Falconer through the S's there, and then we're coming down here, and then we're making an immediate right turn that's into a hairpin almost now.
Okay, so 0.412, 39.412. So I would imagine that that could be potentially 6 to 8 points quicker than that. Yeah, this could be very interesting with turn 1 during the race with so many different skill levels on the grid. So I'm very, very interested to see how this comes. I'm going to keep my eye on the speedometer here to see what the braking is and just see what the carry speed is, because this could also play a big part with penalties for the chicane. So just keep an eye on what that comes down to here. So he's carried 58 miles an hour. That was actually very nicely done.
He was faster through that time than he was last time.
Yeah, he did. He carried the speed nicely and got over both the curves.
So Ian with a 133.663, D-Max 133.6, 133.9, excuse me, Falconer 134.8. So they have 1 out lap, 2 flying laps. This is the start of their 2 flying laps. Here's Ian on board.
Yeah, so Ian's done a very, very nice lap there. It seems he's got the grips with this, so let's see, it was a 0.4 for the sector 1 for I think it was on with Falconer. I wonder what cars he's putting in here for the reference as to where he was gaining his time.
Ian is very good in these radicals. He's pretty quick in them. Pretty quick. He knows how to drive them.
Yeah, so now he's gained 2 tenths. And Falconer was in that one sector alone. And again, it'd be interesting to see what sort of speed, because that chicane, you know, if you're on a good lap, you protect your lap, you know, do you take it easy for that?
Or do you go for it? Do you just go? Yeah.
If you're on a bad lap, you can gain easily 4, 5, 6 tenths with a really well
and carrying the speed through it. Yeah,
carrying the speed through there, and you're going to see that in the race as well, I think. Yeah, so we can just have a look at the speed that cars is carrying through here.
48. Yeah.
He's been quite slow there, so I think he maybe has missed his brakes a little bit on the entry into the chicane.
I think he was 2 tenths down as well. Yeah, that's a little wide on the final corner. Is he going to improve? Does not improve. D-Max, where's D-Max? D-Max there. He did not improve either. 136. Peter does improve, goes fastest with a 133.4 for Peter.
Oh, nice.
So Dyko 134.3. Why is Dyko so far behind? That's the A-team livery. Here we go. There. We'll have a look. Here we go. Here. No, this way. Here. There we go. Dyko's A-team livery.
Oh my goodness, he's making the car talk to him there. He's pulling all sorts of shit, which is what these radicals can do. They are a lot of fun to drive, and it's a little bit of counterintuitive, as you know, you can create some of those angles and shapes, like extreme slip angle. There's a fastest sector 1 off the qualifying so far.
We'll stay here with Dyko.
Yeah, it's that balance of, you know, can you maybe create a little bit of shape going into the corner to get your exit better, or potentially are you losing time? Let's find that real Goldilocks zone between, am I losing time and burning off too much speed, or am I going to create lost a bit of time? So he's going to come down to the chicane. He's probably on his last lap now.
This is it. He has to hammer. He was laid out of the pits. He has to. It has to go. Got to hit that pole. Oh, he missed it. A little bit wide. He's currently almost a second off Peter's fastest time into the final turn. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Does improve, but doesn't go pole. Does improve, but doesn't go pole. He's improved it by 6 tenths of a second. So we're on board now.
What's really interesting is that each of these drivers, in 1, 4, 5, all have different areas of the track where they've been really strong, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And where they've made up time. So like, and that's going to play a factor as to, you know, where are the overtaking opportunities, what's the corner you want to be into first, where you can potentially hold someone up. So I think it's been like a very, very interesting leaderboard.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And what was Dex saying? Have a look at Look at my fuel when I leave the pits. Is he in there burning fuel?
Burning fuel. Nearly 10% of his total fuel's gone.
Can we get to Deck? Where is Deck? He's at 61! Look at him! Deck!
Disqualified.
I think that is a disqualification.
Oh my god, Greenpeace are going to descend on the Nürburgring. They're going to have...
Greta Thunberg is walking up that pit lane now, Deck.
They're going to have orange powder over everything. The protesters in the middle of the track. For God's sake, Deck.
He's out! Falconer's... No, Falconer was out. Falconer was out. I was going to say Falconer's at 55, but Falconer was out.
Falconer's out, right.
He's out and he's done his lap. That's why he's at 55. So this is Nick, M3 guy. He's the first to be around. Who's that going around at the very top? That must be laid out. Nick will be the first one.
M3 guy is... So, okay, so this is the first of the Pro-Ams, the second
This is the pros.
drivers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So this is his first flying lap through the chicane for the last time. Around the last corner. And what's Nick's time going to be? First flying lap.
Ooh.
We don't see sectors, unfortunately. We don't get that graphic come up. Nick goes fastest, not by much. 133.3. 371.
That was a good lap by FM78 for sure.
Yeah. There's Tron. Tron 133.7. That's a very strong lap from Peter then. 8 is Moomin. Where's Moomin? There's Moomin there. 133.973. So who's behind them then? Falcon's in the pits. Mugelina. Okay. So Mugelina's just coming around to finish his first flying lap. Oh no, he's only just started. He must be laid out as well. I don't know. People aren't paying attention. Where are we going? Where are we going? People in the pits. There we are. This is Nick. I don't want to go back to Deck because I feel like we're going to get Deck in trouble if we keep going back to him of what he's doing. So, yeah. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen, Deck. If the tires squeal, you're losing time, Doug is saying. Doug should be fast. Peter should be fastest in Pro-Am in here. Was fourth in the practice race on Thursday. Peter, very good time, very respectable. Mugelina 134.6. This is the end of Nick's flying laps. 133.3. Is he up or down on that time? Let's see. It's only 38 thousandths of a second faster than the Pro-Am. Oh, he's done it. He's up.
A good time.
Well done.
I think I noticed that he was using traction control there. That's what I was paying attention to, his inputs.
Yeah.
And the braking and the throttle, because it can be a bit of a wild car, the Radical. So, there's a lot of people talk about, will you be slower with traction control? Traction control 1, I don't notice a difference. I have won races at a decent level at A+ with traction control on. Got well over 300 points by using traction control on different cars. So I don't know that traction control 1 in the GT7 physics it's as detrimental as what it was in GT Sport. Essentially you lost 15% of your drive out of a corner, but I don't think that's the way anymore. That said, the new physics coming out in a couple of weeks, it changes everything again.
Exactly. Right, so this is the elite drivers. So there's Goalie he was the first of them out, right? But there's Yari. Have a look at their fuel, right? There's Deck.
But definitely something's been going on there anyway.
Something's been happening. Somebody's been siphoning fuel in that car.
The Garda are going to be coming and looking for green diesel here.
Yeah.
In a minute. They're going to be getting the dipstick out and looking at what's going on here.
They'll be down in County Clare looking at you, Deck. They'll be down there looking for you. And Wes also is around, and Rosberg. So they are on their first flying lap now. So we will bounce up to Goalie as the first of them out. Yeah, Daiko. Yeah. We're learning this too. Deck was in 4th gear, revving the nuts out of it. So we'll see what happens. Falconer saying, heard the new physics is centered on suspension from a GT Planet video. All right, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, you were watching one of the guys who was live over in the last race. Yeah.
To a couple of them. I was talking to Twitchy this morning. Guy Barber from Australia who was streaming this morning, who was talking about it. He's the guy in the GT Planet that you were talking about.
Okay.
And also spoke with Dean Held, who ran a stream during the
race. That's who I was talking about. Yeah, what were they saying about it?
Essentially, it'd be closer to the original day one physics, which would make the rear a little bit more active. It's faster, but my understanding is it's faster into corners. It reduces understeer. You're about half a second faster a lap, but with that, risk versus reward comes a lot more management off that throttle, a little bit, be a lot more active on the rear. But none of us will really know until we've felt it. All I understand is if someone says it's easier or harder, it's going to be harder. That's the feedback I've been given.
That's great information, Flash. Great. Ola Lonatron, are you meant to qualify in the tires you start on? You can qualify on whatever tires, but it's done now. Deck has almost 0.6 of a lead over Wes.
It'll be interesting to watch some of the lines Deck is taking here and to see what he's doing to get that pace. How he's carrying the speed, what he's doing with his throttle, is he braking on a straight line, how he's coming off the brakes. Great to see he's creating that nice late apex to get on the power there. Carry that speed, you can see him really taking time out of Yari there. You'll see again, on the second of these apex, he's going to come over to the left here. Just create that nice, deep exit. He's on the car so early, using the full width of the track. So again, we're going to watch just to see what is he doing, because I think he's going to brake early, burn the speed off, like half of the curve on the first apex, then onto the power once the car stabilizes and power over the second apex. Let's see. There you go. And there's the power. Yes, see, that's the difference, 2 or 3 times.
The amount that he carried, the speed he carried through there.
Yeah. So, he's able to just create the angle in the first apex, let the car stabilize off the curb, and then get onto the power. That's the tricky thing about that chicane.
Wowzers, Deck! Wowzers, 131.9.
He absolutely nailed that chicane.
Wes comes in close with a 132.6, but wow, Deck. Rosberg 132.8. Wow. Wow, okay. Mikey,
yes,
134.0. Wow. 0.7 of a difference to Wes.
And that's not to say what Wes has done is a very, very good time. And all
that's a very good time.
Very good times. Deck has just done something quite special there.
Siphoning fuel is what he's done.
Yeah.
So, Deck is P1, Wes P2, Rosberg P3, Nick P4, Goalieman P5, Yari P6, Peter P7, very respectable time, Ian P8, Dyko P9, DTR Tron Jimmy P10, Moomin P11, D-Max Racing P12. Mikey, what happened with Mikey? Mikey's had a mare. He is not supposed to be 2 seconds off Deck. Not supposed to be 2 seconds off Deck, so that's going to be very interesting where he's going to finish up. Muggelina P14 and Falconer P15. That is the lobby. Absolutely insane.
So just be good, Rich, if you can, just for everyone, we've got almost 20 people watching, if you can clarify the points and how the points work. Is it purely based on your finish position, or is there points for each of the tier drivers, or how does that work?
I can pull that up for you in just one moment. Race info. So, first place gets 30 points. Second place gets 28 points. This is in the lobby, so it's all done on the lobby. So, from 1 to 15 is 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18. It drops down by 2. And the person in 15th place gets 2 points. So everyone gets a point. And it's 30 points for the winner. So it will be all about the teams. All about the teams and how the pro drivers do, how the pro-am drivers do. You can get 30 points all you want, but if other people are only getting 8 and 6 and 3s, On twos, it's not going to be worth it. So we are at 2010. So race to start on the 14. We'll give them 4 minutes to cool down and warm up. Race start on 14. Bathroom breaks and whatever. 14.
Yes,
so,
Dak, and congratulations for your result out on the day. Richie just told me you got a win in Interlagos, so congratulations for that.
Yeah, good man. Wookie was doing them as well. I don't think Wookie's in here as well. He was doing some of them World Series races, and he's only starting to get into them. I think he's like quite a few splits down, but he got from P9 to P7, I think it was, doing the 30 laps of Interlagos, so he done really well. You can check weather, Nick, but it'll only tell you what's going to happen up until this point. So the first 3 parts of it are going to be sunny. It's the last 5 parts that are completely random. So we'll see what happens. Even an Indian Steak, welcome in.
Hey, Snake, how's it going, mate?
I dropped into your stream earlier on. I was lurking earlier on. So hope you're doing well. Had a good race in the GTWS? Oh, Muggelina, can we do a normal qualifying next time? This is the way that Moomin's been doing the qualifying for the last while in all the series, in the IMSA series and everything else. So I don't know. Talk to Moomin. We're just the messengers. We're just here commentating on what's going on. Oh yeah, always great to drop into your lobby, Stig. Always great. So Deck P1 131.9. Wes, that's a solid time, 132.6. Rosberg 132.8. Nick M3 guy 133.0. Goalie Man 133.0. Yari 133.1. Peter 133.4. Ian 133.6. Daiko 133.6. I think he was late leaving the pits. I don't know exactly what was going on. I can't see the screen now because the chat is coming up over it. Tron is P10 with a come on Dex message 133.7. Moomin 133.7. D-Max 133.9. Mikey 134.0. I don't know what's going to happen. It'll be interesting to see where Mikey goes. Mikey is much faster than that. So we'll have to see how that goes. Muggelina, P14. He had a problem with his qualifying, as he was saying in the chat there. And Dave Falconer, P15. So we are at 12. So the race will start in 2.5 minutes. Anybody needs to go for a bathroom break, do whatever you need to do before we get this 40-minute race underway. Radical Series 2, Race 1 by DTR with ROBIO.AI. Boom! Yeah, it's going to be good. The strategy is going to come into play. The people are going to come into play, where they're going to be after pit stops, what tires they're going to start on. It's all up in the air.
Yeah, I'm really looking at P7, 8, and 9, who I think were the Pro-Am drivers who've really probably exceeded expectations as to where there hasn't been a linearity in terms of what someone's tier has been versus where they've qualified. So P7, 8, and 9, I think, could be the rogue elements in this race, depending on what strategy they pick, depending on what tires they pick. You know, for example, I'm not giving hints, if the leaders generally tend to start on softs, or maybe someone goes in the mediums to slow things down, or maybe one of the mid-pack drivers starts on the softs to get themselves amongst the faster drivers and just really make things difficult. What do the drivers at the back do? They go on the weaker tire, pit early, get some clean air, go on to a faster tire and try and put some laps in. And then there's the rain element. Will it rain? Will it not rain? Nobody knows. So there's a vast array of skill sets. There's a number of different options for tires and strategy, and there's going to be potentially rain. So how me and you, Rich, are going to keep up all this, I have no idea, but we'll do our very best.
Literally, we're going to do our best, mate. We're going to sit here, we're going to have some banter, we're going to watch the race. It's going to be a thrilling one. Going to be an absolute thrilling one. As you're saying, like, if you look through the driver ratings of people, Goalie Man, A+, he's in P5. Peter, P7, he's a CS. So the levels of skill between here of how they drive the radicals, what their tires are going to be, what way the strategy is going to be. It's going to be Very, very, very interesting.
Well, just to clarify that point for everyone who is listening, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Richie, is you have to use both sets of tires, both compounds of tires. If it rains, if rain comes on, then that particular prerequisite is out the window. Am I right in saying that, Richie?
100%. That is null and void. If the rain comes, both the two sets of tires.
So I'm just reading Deck's comment. I will use mediums if rain never comes. If the rain never comes, Deck, you have to have used both tires. Yeah,
exactly.
So
yeah.
Just make sure. Maybe, I don't know. Again, another potential strategy that, in inverted commas, just throwing it out there that some people might think of is they do the whole race in softs, and then at the end, in the last lap, they may say, you know what, I'll just do a last lap pit for mediums. Who knows? It's all to play for, and there's a number of different strategies that could be used. Or someone uses mediums on the first lap and gambles in softs to the end of the race. Or someone gambles in softs, gets rain, never has to use the mediums. There's a lot of different factors at play here. But it'll be very, very interesting to see how it all unfolds.
There's a couple of dark clouds I'm seeing there, Flash.
There's
a couple of dark clouds I'm seeing. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to leave the details off for the moment.
Good luck, gents.
Good luck, have fun. Good luck. Here we go into turn 1 for the first time. The rolling start kind of just levels everybody out, so there's no incidents or anything silly happening. We'll bounce back.
I've got a couple of moves. Daco's come in there.
We're good. Everybody's through. Everybody's happy. We're through. Shoot back up to deck. There we are there. Deck, Wes, Rosberg. That's Nick in behind. We'll leave it for a lap or two before we pull up all the details to see what tyres people are on.
Yeah,
Deck.
I'm interested to see, because there was definitely a few moves made on turn 1. Clean, albeit, because the space was given, but I was looking at the speed of exit out of those corners. I know for a fact, just having watched the speed of the exit, that some of these guys are definitely in the softs versus mediums, how that plays out. Who's going for the medium strategy, who's taking the early gamble to get the medium car out of the way. That's going to be very interesting whenever you put those stats on, so stay tuned for the next couple of laps to see how this plays out.
We have Dyko and Tron, Team A team. Ian right there behind them.
Not three wide.
Don't do that! Don't do that, boys! Don't! We made it. Everyone's through. Everyone's through. Well done. Newman. There's Mikey. Falconer has cut through the corner. I think he might get a penalty for that. D-Max Racing P14 and Mugilina P15. Who's that?
Someone had a big moment there in the exit, I think.
That is, I see that. That's Nick. That was M3 guy. P7. That's put him in with Dyko and this gaggle of cars into T1. Let's have a look. We go to this view here.
So what's really interesting here is we have this mid-pack battle, right? You know, from P sort of 6 through to 9, 10 as well come into the play.
Yeah.
And what these guys are really thinking about is, you know, is this every man for himself this early on, or should there be an element of compliance? Should they really be working with each other, you know, in some sort of a way to get up the road? But they'll all be looking at each other and going, are you in my league? Are you my tier driver? What tires are you on? So there's, you know, should they be working together? Should they not? Should they be fighting for position? To retain slipstream? There's a number of different factors. I mean, whoever we're on board with now is really beginning to stretch the pack out.
This is Dyko we're on board with. This is Dyko with his
guys in the back
with his teammate Tron.
Yeah. So this is what you could potentially get an element of some form of compliance and teamwork, where later on in the race they just stab each other in the back, and that's what I'm
We'll shoot back up to Deck as Deck comes across the start the lap. Here we go. We'll pull up all the details. We'll see where we're at. So Deck is on the softs, starting lap 3. Wes is on the softs. Rosberg on the softs. Goalie man on the mediums. Yari on mediums. Dyko on mediums. Tron on medium. M3 guy on mediums. Peter on medium. Moomin on medium. Mikey on mediums. Ian on mediums. Mugilina on the softs. D-Max on the mediums. And Falconer also on the mediums. Interesting.
Based on that, I know that the what are the multipliers again? Times 5 for tires, or times 4 for tires?
It is 5 and 4, I think it was.
5 for tires, 4 for fuel.
Yeah.
So I mean, there isn't that big of a gap between the first 4 who are in soft, or first 3 who are in softs. I think Goldman was the first in mediums. You know, if that pack really get together and work together to reduce that deficit, and then have a lighter car later on for the soft tires, whenever they do their soft tire stint, it could bring everything very close together again. You know,
I was speaking with a few of the racers, and they were telling me that on 70% of fuel, the car is handling okay. When you come in and you fill it up on full tank, it feels very weird. It feels very rear heavy. Very rear heavy with the extra fuel on board. So starting off with the 70%, it feels okay. So when they get to the soft tires and they have a full tank of fuel, it might be a little bit different. The gap currently with the first medium tire is 7.5 seconds, 7.7 seconds to deck. But Yari in behind is now 2-3 seconds off the back of goalie man Dyko P6 with this battle, almighty battle with Jimmy, with Tron. They should be working together. That's not how teams work.
Well, potentially, I wonder is Decker getting, is that they're actually fighting for it.
Dyko's gone wide.
Decker actually, I thought Decker might have let him through, but they're both in the same tires right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are indeed. Both on mediums.
I mean, I think Decker has let him go through there. Fairness to him. I'm not sure with the background and what sort of pace they generally have, but it's slowed down a few of them.
Jimmy would generally be a higher grade than, or higher. The share play will end in 5 minutes. I just got a notification there, Flash.
Yeah, you can just restart it.
Yeah. We'll do it. Hang on, I'll do it right now. That's the broadcast, Richie. Don't do that one. Sorry, change play mode. If I still have that on, I can have that on. Well, I can go in here. Voice chat settings. Stop share play. Okay, share your screen. We have to do this because Flash is downstairs chilling with his can of Diet Coke on a PS4, so we have to keep changing the share play. But it's all done. All good. You should be back up with us.
I'm rejoining now. Yeah, so I'm on the sofa, feet up, on the big screen. And
on the big screen? We're promoted to the big screen. Awesome.
It is a very big screen. It's a 65-inch screen, in fact.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So it's like almost like a cinematic view experience of DTR event.
Happy days. Good evening, Tasha. Hello. Welcome in. Shocky, how we doing, mate? Good evening. What's Simon saying? Once you get in a race, sod work together. But Dyko has his elbows, and Dyko doesn't do that, unfortunately. Why no Birch? I don't think Birch was in it. Involved in the Radical series, and we only have a certain amount of people or a certain amount of space of 15 that we can put into the race without opening a second lobby, so we have maximum of 15. What am I missing? Flash sounds like James Hunt with his feet up. Very nice, Simon. Very, very nice.
Bit of a moment there for Vincent Katz.
Yeah, there he is there.
He's managed to keep it in a straight line, keep it on the black stuff. That's all that matters.
So where are we going with this? So a gap behind is 4.6 seconds to the first medium runner. Yari P5. Tron has gotten a bit of a gap now. P6 to M3 guy. Mikey P8. Mikey's just jumped in at literally the very last minute. He was asked yesterday because we had Shocky was supposed to be racing with us, but it's his niece's birthday or something along them lines, so he couldn't make it. So Mikey's jumped in at the last minute to cover for Shocky. So
much appreciated. No, that's
always. There's Mudgelina and Peter and Dyko, and that's Ian behind. It is indeed. I think top 3 have correct tires for the first stint. We're going to see once they fuel up, Simon. I don't know if the softs are going to be better because of the full fuel load, but time will tell. Time will tell. Shoot back up to deck right there. 5 seconds of a gap to Rosberg. Deck is flying. Fresh from his...
The thing about Deck is, I think we all know this Deck is the fastest driver, and you know he could win this. This comes down to how hard Deck's going to push, because the difference between first and second is only 2 points. So I think what's going to be the real difference maker is how the pros and the pro-ams do. You know, particularly the pro-ams who have gotten themselves up the field. For example, you know, who is our leading pro-am driver at the moment?
Pro-am would be Mikey. Mikey, I think, would be pro-am. No, he's not pro-am. Muggelina, I think, would have been up there then. Peter. It's Muggelina, Peter.
Muggelina's pro.
Is he pro? What? Peter? P10?
Peter is pro-am.
We cannot see the radar, Doug. Jerry and Doug are asking about, can we see the radar? We cannot see the radar. But I will tell you, in the lobby, the practice lobby I opened earlier, it got very hazy very quickly. And that was at about 28 minutes into the session. We're currently just in 10 minutes. The first 3 sessions of this, first 3 5-minute sections for the weather were set to SO3. So all the qualifying will be... I said Simon. Did I say Jerry? Sorry, I said Simon. Sorry, Simon.
Scotty always called him.
Yeah.
Called him Jerry.
Jerry was the cat. Jerry is Simon's cat.
Yeah.
Ex-cat, sorry.
Right.
Rest in peace. But it got very, very hazy. But the first 3 sections of the weather radar is set to SO3 for the qualifying. So we still have another 4 or 5 minutes of that. Rich is a donkey. Rich is not a donkey. Be quiet, you Wookie. So the last 25 minutes of this is completely random. We are still in the current SO3 settings of the weather. So we'll see what happens. If it's in the last one, it would have rained 28 minutes in to the race. So if everyone's complete, go for it.
Isn't Rosberg Robin?
Rosberg is Robin, yeah.
Well, that's a pro-am driver, a tier 3 driver in Q2.
I changed it. There was some changes that went on. Whereas he is now an elite driver. I sent you a new screen. I sent you a new screenshot.
Okay.
Sorry for that. Yeah, and there's something that happened a couple of days ago with. Does he have Eminem written on the back of his car?
I was just wondering.
Yeah, he had done his qualifying session and didn't do well. And then they done the practice on Thursday and he won the race as a pro-am driver. So there was... I think so. I was thinking that something happened along the lines to like... How did he get that fast?
Racing in split speed with 430 points to qualify.
Yeah.
Typical sandbagger.
So...
No, beating the horn.
Was that a penalty? No.
He just beat this horn going through.
Oh, is he? So Deck 7.3 seconds of a lead back to Rosberg. Wes hanging on tight there, less than a second behind. Tron, where's whoa. Where's Goalieman? Goalieman's pit. Goalieman is now out onto the softs. We missed it completely. I missed it completely.
Well, the good news is he's got completely clean air for the racing softs. He was the rogue element I was talking about in P4 as the first of the medium runners.
Ian is in.
Losing average 1 second per lap. Now, I don't know the difference between over a 1 minute 30 lap if mediums to softs is about a second or thereabouts.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like he was getting absolutely smoked by Deck. You know, there's always a difference in pace. But it'll just be interesting. A penalty for Deck through that chicane or anything of that nature could...
There he is, there he is, there you go.
Commentator's curse.
Oh my
Deck.
Goodness. Oh, Deck. Flash
yes, as I was saying it. You know,
and it's a 1.5. And it's a 1.5.
That's 1.5 full brakes. That's going to be 4 seconds.
Exactly.
Right, that's all that delta. That's 4 laps worth of gain on the soft stint. That's just gone in one penalty. this has got very interesting. Now, so you want to keep your eye on P8 Goldman, who's come in. Now, it's not between Rosberg, but the Goldman is now on the fresh softs. So we want to see the sort of laps he's putting in. If they're anywhere in the vicinity of a 130.1.5 or lower, then he's going to be on very, very good pace to bring this quite close to deck coming into the later stints.
So his lap time on lap 7, 133.0, lap 8 at 2:02. So that's almost 30 seconds. Is the pit lane loss? Almost 30 seconds, 29 seconds.
Yeah.
So he's currently 45 behind Deck, but Deck has now run the soft tires. And 26 laps, Peter's in from P6, comes into the pits. So these are the mediums now all coming in. Mikey's in the pits as well there. Mikey, Peter, Moomin, all in off the mediums. Massive shout out to Moomin also for organising all of the Radical series. Thank you very much, mate. Always a pleasure being involved in all of your stuff. Always a pleasure. Gets them medium tyres off. 22% of fuel. He's going to fill it up. It's only running at 8 litres a second for refueling, so it's a little slow. 98, 99, and he's out. Peter's out. Mikey's jumped them. I think Mikey is short filled. He has. Mikey's only put 75% of fuel in.
Did he cut the pit lane there?
I saw that.
Did he cut the pit lane? Did he come left to create too much? Ooh, I don't know if you see from this angle that he got away with it. I'm not sure if you have it set up to have that's a classic penalty zone.
I don't think the penalty lines are on. I'm not 100%. I don't think they are.
Yeah.
Where has Goalie Man gotten to? Goalie Man up to P5 currently. Still a massive gap in front of him of free air. He has 90% of fuel.
So yeah, so that's another factor as well. Remember, the deck started on 70%.
Yeah.
So he was starting on a lighter car. His fastest lap was probably 4 or 5 laps in, maybe 65, 60%. So it's not really comparable right now. It's not really another penalty for Deck.
Oh!
He's really pushing it. He's under pressure. He's going to be listening into the commentary. He knows that the pressure's on, so he can't just coast now. He has been pushing the limits to try and regain some of that delta. He was on a purple sector there, which means he is obviously pushing.
Yeah.
But with that risk versus reward, he's now going to get punished again. And this is going to end up being approximately 2.5 to 3 seconds by the end of the straight. It's such a punishing penalty zone. It's right at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
So that's going to be in the last 2 penalties, maybe 4.5. I would say close to 6 seconds lost for Deck in the space of 3 laps.
Simon is here, and I hear Queen and Bowie singing Under Pressure.
Really, very much so.
I think Deck can take the pressure. I think Deck can take the pressure.
There's some severe pressure in some of those GTWS races.
100%, 100%. So Deck comes across, start lap 12. Rosberg P2, both still on the soft tyres. Wes, he's dropped Wes a little bit, P3. Mugelina P4, still out on softs. About 20% of fuel. Goalie Man P5, 7 seconds of a gap back to Yari P6. M3 guy with Tron right behind him. They're both on softs, both going to the end. I'm just looking at the fuel. Yeah, did Nick? Yeah, they have to. Yeah, he has more fuel than he started. Of course, Richie, idiot. Mikey out on the softs, P9. Peter P10. Dyko P11 with D-Max, Moomin, and Ian and Falconer right there. And we'll shoot back up. Rosberg, there's Robin. Currently P2. So they have done 12 laps on the softs. Tires aren't too bad. Tires aren't too bad.
Deck is going to need to spend a lot of time. This is another factor. Fueling up. How much has he been? He hasn't been fuel saving at all. And with what you were mentioning about the speed of fuel being at a lower setting to increase the duration of the pit lane, increase the amount of time it takes to refuel, this is another factor. So Deck on paper is absolutely flying, but the penalties, he's got low on fuel. and the amount of time in the pits, he has not used the medium tyre yet, so that will come into effect later on. I'm not sure as a net position if Deck will still be in P1, albeit the fastest driver on track, if he will be in P1 after the next pit stop.
What I just noticed as well, just as Deck's fuel light starts flashing. So this is Deck's tyres. Have a look at his tyres there, yeah? Look at Rosberg's. Yeah. Look at the difference between them. Oh, go away. Deck has been hammering the tyres comparatively to what Rosberg's doing. He's very smooth on them tyres.
Yeah, that's double almost.
Yeah. You know? What's Wes like? Wes is the same kind, not as bad as Deck, but Rosberg, wow. We've got to get you a tire whisperer sticker to stick onto that car, man.
I mean, there is the fuel does come into play, so he has to pick.
Yeah.
But here's another factor: is someone at some point going to come in and decide, you know what, these worn softs aren't that bad. I can do one of my pit stops, refuel, but save 4 seconds
by not changing
tires.
Yeah.
Not changing tires. Will that give me track position? Will that be enough for me to get ahead, to regain track position, potentially give off some dirty air, potentially slow some other drivers down, and feel, you know what, these tires are okay for another 8 to 10 lap stint, and then I'll jump on the mediums to finish off the race. So it's still all to play for in that regard.
Tron on the softs, Mikey on the softs, M3 guy on the softs. So Goalyman is leading this group of the mediums. Muchelina now comes into pit. So that will give Goalyman P4. So it's Goalyman, Yari now on the softs. They're all going to the end. Tron going to the end. Mikey going to the end. We're just past half distance. M3 guy on the softs. Has he been in? His tyres look very worn. Very, very worn. Compared to Mikey's. Mikey did short fuel though. Mikey short fuel because he came in with Moomin, and Moomin's back here with a penalty. Oh, unfortunate Moomin. And D-Max is back up. D-Max has come right up from the back here. Doing really well so far. Dyko and Peter. Peter's dropping back a little bit. Dyko now up to P10. Peter P11. 130. What was the times on that? 133.3, 133.8, 133.7. Whoa, Dyko! Whoa, Tonto! That was skin of the teeth kind of fucking. Oh, stop swearing, Richie! Stop swearing! Wow!
That moment required it. Even I
think it did. I'm sure there was an awful lot of German swears going on in that helmet. Oh, for sure.
He managed to keep it in a straight line somehow, but what a moment. He was left, he was right, he had to really, that was coming into a hairpin. So, yeah, was it a
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Tasha. No F-bombs, bleep. I got too excited. Okay, P2 is in. Rosberg and Wes are in. Rosberg comes out. He's now going to be on the mediums. Wes also on the mediums. I'm assuming they're not. Is Wes on softs? Or is that going to switch? No, he's on mediums. There we go. Okay, so Deck currently P1. Give me this screen. There we go there. So 11 seconds is the gap. Did Deck pit? There's no way he's only lost 11 seconds. He is. He's on the outlap. Okay. Everyone has stopped. We missed it. Flash, we missed it. Deck in P1, Rosberg P2, Wes P3, Goalyman P4. So Deck has stopped and is 20 seconds off Goalyman. Goalyman has 2.3 of a gap to Wes and 6.9 in front is Rosberg.
How many laps are left?
26 approximately is what they were doing in practice. So 9?
Oh,
no, 11, excuse me, yeah. It was a 40-minute race.
40-minute race. 20 seconds in 10 laps. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to catch up, but
what's goalie?
strange things have happened.
100%. Goalie, last couple of laps, 132.5, 32.9, 32.6, 32.9, 32.7. He's consistent, and he's catching up at Wes at quite a rate of knots here. Wes with the Pennzoil livery. Very nice. I'm looking at the map. There we go here. So we have Tron, M3 guy, Mujolina, Mikey. That goes a little bit behind, so we're on board here with Mikey. I'm definitely more professional than I broadcast the DTR channel. 100%, Doug. 100%. But me and Flash, we're having a bit of banter. We're watching the race. But there was nothing professional at all. We left professional at the door when we stepped in here.
The one was Mikey to go for the move here towards the right hand side, or is he going to let him take his line through? The one of the gap says, well, it's a little bit of a sand. It's just over 2.5 points.
Oh, very close.
Is Mujolina on the medium tyres?
He is.
Sure he is. Mikey's going to want it. This is Mikey's soft stint.
He has to get past him. He has to get past
him. But when is he going to do it? When is he going to make his move? He can probably
on the cutback
try and get him out of shape here, or try and make the move and get him out of shape going to the straight.
Oh, he's gone a little wide. Mikey has to get past. He has to before them soft tires start to degenerate. What's the word I'm looking for? Deteriorate. There's Mikey there. And I do think we need to check on Mikey. We need to check on.
Is he going to go around and commit to the outside? He's committed to the outside line. He's going to have the drivers going to give him the inside come up here. Is Mujolina going to have the the fortitude? And he's going to hold it. I think there could be a 2x2 going through here.
Oh, close, boys, very close. Through the chicane. Oh. Everyone's through.
Oh, my word.
He's through, he's through. He's got through, he got through. Well done, Mujolina. Well done, Mikey. Good racing, good racing.
Pardon me.
You're all
very good driving, gents.
So we'll shoot backwards a little bit. There we are there. So we have Dyko, D-Max, and Peter for 10, 11, and 12. Go up to his deck P1. 15 seconds is the gap. What's his time? 1:31.6. That's what's going, man. 32.5. How is Deck doing 31 on the mediums? How is he doing that?
Yeah, he's just breed, isn't he?
And you know he got improved all his gear a couple of months ago.
The big moment into the wall there.
Wow. And he has damage. Yeah.
Is it heavy damage, or will the damage repair itself?
Yeah, it'll repair itself. I'll give it like 30 seconds or so. Deck, stop listening to us.
Yeah.
Deck is an alien.
He's making it entertaining. He's getting penalties. He's crashing into mirrors, and somehow he's still putting in the fastest laps on the medium tire.
He'll do donuts now in a moment and turn around and start heading the wrong way just for a laugh. Racer 14 is saying Deck needs ballast. I think so.
Something to slow that man down.
Yeah, he bought a whole load new of Fanatec equipment a couple of months ago, and he's slowly getting used to it. And because he used to be on a G29 up until like 6 months ago, which is absolutely insane.
The pace that he was putting in.
Yeah, and now he has all the Fanatec gear, and he's rocking it. Absolutely rocking it.
Very well.
Time for a safety car. Yeah. The sky looks clear and blue, unfortunately. A bit of rain might have changed things. We are 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes to go. Deck P1, Rosberg P2. He's dropped Rosberg at a rate of knots. That was only 7 seconds a couple of laps ago. He's dropped him at a serious amount of 132.3. Rosberg P2. Goalie man now up to P3, so he's gotten past Wes and dropped Wes by almost 6 seconds. Yari P5, Tron P6, Nick right there behind him, P7. Mikey P8. Mudgelina P9. Mudgelina now on the mediums. Dyko on the softs, P10 with Mudgelina just in front. We'll give you there. D-Max right in behind Dyko with Peter right there. Peter, where are you going? Where are you going?
My goodness.
Brown pants moment.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Decided that the track limits needed a bit of a trim. And
maybe he was thinking
he's went full grass cutter mode there.
Well, maybe he was thinking his car belongs in the grass. Look at the colour of it. Just blend in. Just blend in.
Beautiful, beautiful green and heather. Feathers, you know, so just fed into it.
The car looks really nice though. I like that livery.
It is a very, very nice livery.
I like that. Very nice.
Oh,
he's wide. He's wide.
Oh my goodness! he knows the camera's on him. He said, "I'm going to give him some airtime." He's making the car do jumps and all sorts. For the fans.
For the fans. Where's Scotty? We missed Scotty. We really miss Scotty. Miss having the banter with him. Moomin Falconer's into the pits. I don't know. Oh, he's in there a while. I think he's stopped for there. DTR deck across lap 20. Rosberg comes across to start lap 20.
So notice the deck's increased his gap from P2 by 2.5 seconds. So I wonder, was there an accident? Was there a penalty? Was there a fault? Is there going to be a bit of crossover between the soft tyre beginning to deteriorate versus the medium tyre being fresh? You know, or a case of just deck just being too fast.
I think the latter option. I think is the idea there. I think deck is just way too fast. Viking King Gaming. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know you. Welcome into our stream. Good to have you. Thanks for saying hello. You join us here for Radical Series 2, Race 1. As we watch Deck in a commanding lead, I think is the best way to put this. 18.8 seconds, still pulling a gap. Doing 131.6s in medium tyres, which is unreal. Absolutely unreal. Goalie man.
The difference is about 8 or 9 tenths in the two tyres for deck, that is. But I think Goldman's done a very, very good drive here, I have to say.
100%. Incredible. Viking King, first time, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, man. Welcome in. Hi, Simon. Oh, you know Simon, do you? Happy days. Love the voiceover channels. Great to have you involved. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying it. Wookie's saying the warm-up for the vans is open. After the race, we are going to be doing some open lobbies with the Toyota executive van on some dirt, on some snow, and having some fun. If anyone is interested. I don't know if you're interested, Flash. It's a lot of fun.
Hang around. I'll see it.
It's just good fun on the dirt. It's like Dirty Beetles, except times 10. That's what it is. That's all it is. Am I seeing haze over there? No, it's just the sun going down. Okay. Yeah, it's just.
I think they've avoided the rain. In fairness, it's going to be a dry sprint right to the end. But I think that mid pack. I mean, is there a cluster there just behind? There's two little. This one here. There's a cluster, and there's now 3 cars behind that, I think.
Mudgelina, Dyko, and D-Max. We have Moomin and Ian.
Exactly, there's Ian has a penalty. Positions could change here as the tires start wearing off. As the car starts getting lighter, it then becomes less stable over the curves through the chicane. Sometimes having more fuel, while it may be slower in the straight, it actually creates a lot more stability.
Yeah, it keeps the car more balanced. Yeah,
it keeps the car more balanced. So there's going to be a few more mistakes and penalties potentially coming up towards the end of these stints at this mid-pack. Someone could benefit, someone could be at the detriment. We'll see how it pans out. I'm on the couch now, Wiki. I'm on the couch now. with the Racing the Big Screen. Are you there, Richie? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yep. I'd hit mute while I was coughing. Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, as we get towards the final 5 minutes of this race, what is Tasha saying? Richie doesn't mind me being shameless here. I advertise DTR all the time. Of course, Tasha. Of course. Tasha Transmission Motorsport, our sister channel. Go and give them a like and a follow. Put your chat in there, Tasha. Post yourself in. No problem at all. And here, do we have FLASHDAGGER's channel? Put flashes in as well. Here's FLASHDAGGER's. Yoink. Subscriptions. There's no point looking for subscriptions because Flash hasn't been on in ages. We miss you, Flash. We miss you.
Yeah. I need to. I appreciate a lot of people have reached out to me, and it's very, very nice that people are thinking of me. And there's been a number of things that have been going on that I just need to get sorted out. But when I come back, for sure, we'll have a lot of fun. And I will be back.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Paste. There's Flash's channel. Tasha, yeah, if you can post the stuff in, that'd be great. And go give them all a follow and a sub. Always great racing with Flash. With Tasha. Tasha does a lot of community streams with lobbies, and feel free to get involved. I think her link is in the Discord description also.
And of course, there's 21 in now, so absolutely get yourself subscribed to DREAMTEAM Racing. Give the stream a like and you've enjoyed the racing so far. Don't think you can get too many followers. This has been fun racing. I generally spend most Saturdays I will come in and check out one of the races. It's always different things, and I think they can reach out to you as well, Richie, through Discord if someone wants to join or get involved.
100%. Subscribe to Transmission and already sub to Flash. All right, cheers, Viking King. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
So this is the battle for 2 and 3, as we're in the last 3.5 minutes currently.
Wow, so Goldman's actually made it up to Rosberg. Are they in different tires here?
He is, yeah.
They are. Okay, so 1.7 is actually negligible. I'm not sure what the slipstream settings are, if they're on normal, which is 1.5.
It is normal. It is normal 1.5.
Right, so they're on the fringes there. Wow, he's taking out 2/10 out of them just in the first sector alone. It's going to be very, very interesting as they come through. I think going into the next lap, I'm going to make a prediction it's going to be within 4/10 of them. Once they come down the straight and once they go through the chicane, going into the final corner, I think it's going to be sub 5/10. That chicane is going to be very, very telling for these two different types of tires. So let's keep an eye. I think this is going to be the main battle here. I think
so.
Finish off this race.
There's a couple towards the middle of the field we'll come back to now in a moment, but we'll check this for position 2 and 3 lap as they come around to finish lap 24.
Is crucial here. Okay, 0.9 going into the chicane.
Quite a run. He's carried a lot of speed through there. He's gained a tenth or two.
Did that very, very well.
Yeah.
So he's on the medium.
On the mediums for sure.
Yeah. He only lost really 2/10, which is the difference in tires going through the chicane at that pace. I think Rosberg did as well as he could, really.
Will Rosberg be able to hold on from a soft runner behind for 2 laps? He has 25 and 26. Will he hold on? Go on board with Rosberg here and we'll look back. Very close.
Those mediums still look quite fresh, you know. Because it was Rodsworth, if you recall, had half the tyre wear on the softs versus deck.
Exactly.
He saved his tyres, he was able to go on the soft stint longer, which means his medium stint is shorter and the tyres are fresher coming to the end. So there's going to be that crossover between Goldman, who's been on soft at a very, very aggressive medium stint, came in earlier, but he was the first hitter for the undercut.
He was.
So he did the undercut, he's made up the time in the softs, but has he used too much of the soft compound?
Too much, too fast.
When's the crossover gonna come into effect?
So as they come towards the final corner,
and Rodsworth was fastest out of that chicane.
He was very fast. He carried a lot of speed through there.
He took 4/10 out of him. Very, very good. It's getting very interesting.
50 seconds to go. 50 seconds to go. Final lap. Deck out in front is there. 27 seconds is the gap. Rosberg and Goleman here will stick with for this lap. Goleman closing in. Will he have enough to get P2? Or is Rosberg going to hold on? He's done very well on them tyres, especially on the soft tyres. But even on the mediums, he looks like they're barely touched. Goleman has to try it.
He's in that range now where if he gets himself under 3/10.
10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Here we go. Oh!
He actually doesn't want to be too close here. He wants to hold off a little bit. He wants to ensure he has enough to get a run down this straight. He wants to line this up well to see if he can get the run into the chicane.
He's up the inside. No, he's not. Here we go, into the chicane for the last time. Final lap. Here we go. Where's he going to go? He's going to the outside. Rosberg making him go outside. Is he going to outbrake him? Oh! I don't know about that.
Oh, I think that's going to be a penalty for Goldman. It was a valiant effort. He had to make an effort at it, but I do not know.
I don't. He didn't get a penalty for it. I don't know about that. I don't know. He cut right up the inside.
That's interesting.
I don't know about that. Deck P1. There's not. I'll save the replay, but we will have a look at that for sure. This is Rosberg and Wes and Yari for P4 and P5. Wes takes P4, Yari takes P5. This is Tron and M3 guy, 6 and 7 around the final corner. Tron takes P6. Nick takes P7. This is Dyko with D-Max behind, 8 and 9. Dyko P8. Oh, that was close. D-Max P9. Mikey P10. He's run out of fuel. I called it.
Oh.
Mikey is out of fuel.
Why does Mikey still be in P10 whenever it says P11?
Because the other guys had finished the lap before. Is he out of fuel? No, he's not out of fuel. He's finished the lap before. So, Muggelina P11, Ian P12, Moomin P13, Peter P14. I don't know what happened with Peter. He had a great start. And the world happened behind him. Congratulations, Dick.
I'm very, very interested to see that final chicane with Goldman and Rodsberg. I mean, it was beautifully done. I think, Goldman, he looked for the inside. I don't know if that was the move to go for the inside. I wonder if it was to force Rodsberg narrow and then come out and come wide and get a real drive down the straight on him to get a full car's length ahead. They ended up side by side. Respect to both drivers. They tried to go through clean and give each other space. Where my thoughts are initially from seeing it is sometimes the Gran Turismo physics can be in some ways manipulated, not suggesting Goldman did that intentionally, but if there's a slight contact leading into a corner cut, then the game can potentially let you off with that. I'm not saying it was being manipulated, but that looks like what potentially happened there, because it very much looked like the entire corner was cut off.
That was a good race. The rain didn't come. It was set to random. We did have rain in the practice session previously, but the rain didn't come here. But we're going to have a look at that last that chicane with Goalieman and Rosberg. It was a great battle leading up to there. If that was me, I probably would have backed out of it, but that's just me, so we'll see what happens. I'm just going to bounce into the chat here just a second. They broke the game with that finish. I love battling Dyko's elbows. I have absolutely... Okay. I done a 131.0 on mediums deck. Yeah, we were talking about it. We were talking about it on the mediums. You were flying. Absolutely flying. So the results is... Preliminary results are DTR deck P1, Goalieman P2, Rosberg P3, Wes P4, Yari P5, Jimmy P6, M3 guy P7, Dyko P8, D-Max P9, Mikey P10, who ran out of fuel, who says he's still running. He's still going. He's out there somewhere. He's out in northern Germany somewhere. Muggelina P11, 1 lap down. That's why they couldn't go any further after Mikey had finished. Muggelina 1 lap down, Ian 1 lap down, P12, Moomin P13, Peter P14, and Falconer P15. Amazing. Very good. Very good, very good, very good.
Really very enjoyable race. Very, very enjoyable to watch. Great racing from all of you. It was nice to see all of you at different levels, but racing clean with each other and making your moves. It was a good race.
The race just flew by. The time just flew by. We were talking, and all of a sudden it's halfway, and now we're heading for the end, and it's the last couple of corners. It literally felt like about 10 minutes. Incredible racing. Absolutely incredible. Great racing. Great racing. Got to see that finish. Well, I'm currently hosting this lobby. So if I bounce out, everyone's going to leave. So I'm going to leave it for another moment. We can go and have a look at it after, but I'll leave it for the moment for these guys to chat and say hello or say goodbye or whatever they're doing in the chat here.
So are you able to? Is it going to be too much of an effort to calculate the scores on stream?
Yeah,
all people, or...
yeah. All the details are going to be in the Discord after. Moomin's going to organize that after the fact. But here, I can do a quick one. So hang on. So it starts from 30, isn't it? Where is? I'm shooting through Discord now. Hang on. There we. No, that's not it. There we go. Okay, so result. So Deck will get 30 points. Goalieman will get 28. Rosberg 26. Wes 24. Yari 22. Tron 20. 18 for M3 guy. 16 for Dyko. 14 for D-Max. 12 for Mikey. 10 for Muggelina. Am I going right? Yeah, I think I'm going right. 8 for Ian. 6 for Moomin. I missed one. But you get the gist. 15, yeah. Falconer gets 2. It's only race one.
But yeah, no, it was such a nice spirited race, and something like that. You guys, with all due respect, you're just like everyone else, like us, that you're Joe Blogs. You've put together this race, a combination using the radicals and the sprint track. You've got strategy in there. You got live qualifying. It's as good and better than some of the daily races that we've had. A lot of the daily races that we've had, and I don't know why. You haven't had to use dynamic weather. That was a good race, a great race with strategy, tire saving, fuel saving. On a sprint track, and we don't get that in Gran Turismo very often. So it was a great, well set up race. So congratulations to all of you who were involved in creating the race and those who took part.
Thank you very much, Flash. It is organised predominantly by Moomin, DTR Moomin, who finished currently P13. He does a lot of the organisation for this. So big shout out to Moomin. Thank you very much, Moomin. There's so much that's left on the shelf with Gran Turismo in regards to settings and what you can do and how you can make this game actually look. It's incredible, some of the races that we've been able to do in some of our lobbies, in the the touring car racing that we've done and the EDTM racing that we've done, some amazing settings, going from like evening into nighttime with a full thunderstorm in the middle of the night at high-speed ring in reverse, was one of the highlights that I have ever seen. It's incredible to watch it. But there's so much that Gran Turismo leave on the shelf out of the daily races that literally 2 seconds worth of a setting change will be like, turn this race from an okay race to an incredible race. And they don't do it.
Maybe next time I come and join in, I'm seeing Deck maybe needs some competition. Maybe me and Deck have a go at it properly. Because I know that me and Deck have had a few good races in the past.
Would be
fun.
We have reserve drivers all the time that are needed. So Flash, 100%. You're honorary member of DTR.
I'll happily jump on and just tech Deck out.
I think that, or he needs some ballast in the car, or he needs something. He needs something. Okay, so everybody's pretty much left. So I can high-speed ring. I love high-speed ring.
Racer saying hello to me. Hello, Racer. How are you, mate?
All right, so I'm going to bounce out now. Pretty good Flash and Richie a commentary. Well, you put Flash first there, Dick. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
This is my first time doing something like this. I'm just making up the numbers.
It's been a lot of fun, Flash. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Really enjoyable. Thank you, DTR, all of you, for having me in to commentate your race. It's been fun.
Always a pleasure to have the legend FLASHDAGGER in with us. Are you kidding me? We would have changed the race so we could have organised it with you.
I'll do one of your races for sure. Definitely, I will. Yeah, why not?
And you just take Deck out, and we'll be fine.
Just one corner. That's all I need. I know I can put myself beside him on the grid. He's not escaping me.
Where are we going? Oh, we don't want photos, Richie. What are you doing? It's not going to let me skip forward. God damn it. I'm not in the humor for this now. Why is it not letting me do this? Did somebody not finish? Thank you very much, Simon. Thank you. Flash with lowercase and Richie with capital letters if you read it. That's only because of the way you have it saved in your phone, Deck. Ian is saying Flashy free August 17th.
I'm not even sure what day of the week August 17th is. I don't think of anything planned as such, but it does seem to be around the time of my dad's birthday, which is like either 16th, 17th, or 18th. I'm not too sure, but yeah, probably not busy if it's a weekend.
So we'll pull up replay options. Let's just have a look at this. So that's 25.
We'll go Chase Cam. I think Chase Cam will be the best to see the space.
There we go there. So this is the final lap now.
I mean, Rodsburg,
we'll go back.
If you're in, Robin, he was flying through those chicanes in the medium power. He was doing a good job.
Jack, yeah, we're going to do Vans. Just going to have a look at this real quick and we'll be in for Vans. Wookie, I think, said he had a lobby open. Just going to have a look at this and see what we're doing. See what it was like.
Dak, I think I hit you with commentator's curse at least 2 or 3 times, man. The first one I said, if Dak gets a penalty, it could change the whole trajectory of this race, and instantly you had a 1.5 second penalty.
Literally, we cut back to him. Literally, we cut, yeah.
Within half a second. It was the quintessential commentator's curse. It was beautiful. Ooh.
That was close. That was close. I don't know. Goalieman's also short. Well, he's not short in field. I think he's grand. Okay, so here we go. Into the last chicane. Rosberg, make him go the long way. Little contact.
There's the contact.
No, I don't
That's
know. I don't know about
That's
that.
why I got away with that. Yeah. See, I called it. There was a contact before the corner cut.
Yeah, it's not
There,
there.
and that's why the game hasn't given the penalty for it.
You think so?
Yeah, it's 100%. It's a known move that can be used at turn one, for example, at Interlagos. It's a common move to use. People on the outside will have a slight contact and then cut across the corner and not get a penalty for it. That's why the game hasn't given a penalty, because there was a contact.
Robin is saying, watch my cam. You made the corner, Robin, to be fair.
Yeah, I think enough space was given there.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. I don't know about that, goalie. I don't know about that. I wouldn't be happy with it. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't have been happy with that.
I mean, I think Goldman was, and I'm not any part of your, officials or stewarding, but for me personally, Goldman was absolutely right to go for a move here. It's the last lap; he has to do something.
Yeah.
But if I'm cutting the corner like that, I'm expecting the game to give me a penalty, and then I'm like, okay, I had to have a go. We both got through safe. I'm going to get P3, which is what I was in before the corner. So realistically, I think the order should be a penalty for half a second, which would then be 1 second at the finish line because it doubles up.
Yeah.
Which would give Rosberg back P3. That's what I think should have happened if the game was doing it the right way.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So because of that,
maybe if you rewind back the stream, I didn't even see this, and I was able to basically suggest what was going to happen and why the penalty wasn't given. It's a side-by-side contact.
Yeah, and that's why he didn't get the penalty.
Within a certain amount of time before the corner, which is why the game hasn't given the penalty.
That contact there.
Yeah, and respectfully, it was Goldman who turned left.
Yeah.
Rosberg held a straight line there.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's up to you guys, the stewards, to figure that out. It was a great battle and absolutely fair and square to go for the move.
He had to. Last corner, last lap, has to.
He has to go for it. And it didn't work out, but the game didn't punish it. That's what the problem. The problem lies with the game did not punish what
should have been. Exactly.
Yeah, would have been a penalty.
Wes is saying me and Yari are having the exact same battle, and your commentary went with it perfectly. Awesome, Wes. Good race, mate. Good race.
Yes, well done, mate.
So on that, I am going to say thank you very much to Mr. FLASHDAGGER for joining us for commentary for this race 1 of the Radical Season 2. Thank you very, very much, mate.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully we can twist his arm to get him involved in maybe race one of the races coming up, and we'll see how it goes. If not, hopefully get him back in with the commentary. From myself, DTR, thank you very much to ROBIO.AI. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you in about 2 weeks for the next race, which is, let me just double check, Radical Info. Come on, Richie. It will be on the 27th of July, and it will be at... Scrolling. A more professional streamer would have had this sorted, Doug. Where am I going? Dates and times. There we are. 27th. Race 3, race 2. Watkins Glen. And Watkins Glen is also, we are going to be running NASCAR lines at Watkins Glen short track. So it will be all the way around the outside. There will be no track limits on. So that's going to be a very, very interesting race in these radicals. That's coming up in 2 weeks here on the DTR YouTube. Thank you very much to Flash. Do give Flash a like and subscribe. Thank you very much, mate, for joining me. It's been a it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
There's another F-bomb. I can put a fiver in that tin now for you. Thank you all very much from myself, FLASHDAGGER. Thank you all very much, and I will speak to you all real soon. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. Take care. Flash, bye-bye.
Take care. Bye bye.